Welcome back, everyone. Last but not least, we've actually saved the best for last. We have Will and Max here, who they have been in the booth right across from us. I have seen them today interviewing other people and just was so impressed by how young they are, 14 and 12 years old, and just how they're stepping out there so courageously, guys. What you're doing, speaking, interviewing people, the courage that is, there aren't even words for it. You really stand out, and that's what was so highlighted to me. So I ran over and tried to snag them for an interview and was lucky enough that they're going to give us some of their time today after they've been so busy. They are the founders of GSD Nation, and they're going to tell us a little bit about what that is all about. So do you want to start, Will, and tell everybody what is GSD Nation? Let's just start with that. What is it? And then I'll ask another question.
So GSD Nation is a social media channel where we do podcasts and also short form content. We cover faith, family, freedom, conservative values, and then also, basically just like those effectively. On our podcast, we cover anything from communism. We've had communists on. We've even had trans people on and other conservatives on.
Yes.
And from there, then we basically talk to them and then we understand what they're trying to say. And from there, we decide whether or not is communist the right way, right? Is like conservatism the right way? And then obviously we're here, so we think their ways are kind of crazy.
Wow. Okay. Were you nervous when you first started doing this at all? Having these are big debates and the hottest topics that cause a lot of controversy. So how was it for you when you first started getting involved with this? Because again, the bravery of the stakes.
It is. We were slightly stressed because, it is kind of crazy that we're on like social media making an impact.
Yes.
But the more that we think about it, like the people that we talk to, the main haters we have are the people in the chat. And when we think about the people in the chat, in legitimacy, they probably are just like people who are sitting in their mom's basement, who are probably pretty fat, eating chips, talking badly about us. Meanwhile, they're not doing anything. So in legitimacy, we're the ones that are doing the work. They're just criticizing it, right? It's like the man in the arena quote, right? The man in the arena is the one that is doing everything. Meanwhile, it's easy to criticize them. When they're not doing anything.
Mm-hmm. That's so good. I feel that for a minute. That is so beautifully said, Will. And it's right. It's always the people who aren't doing or know what it takes who are spending the most time throwing the bad, having everything to say. So you said it perfectly. Max, how has this been for you? Do you like being out there publicly the way you are and speaking? What has that been like for you?
Well,
Yeah.
I really like meeting all these new people. It's really awesome to see all their views too.
Yeah.
And I'll say it has sometimes been like, a challenge, like just going off and then like coming here too. I mean, it's really fun too, like also meeting people in person instead of, through a screen. But I just think it's like really cool, like what we're doing.
What I love that stood out to me when you were explaining what you do is bringing differing opinions on. Not enough people are doing that. I think giving people who don't agree with you the space to explain their thoughts. This is going to be, I think, one of the biggest answers to unity. Even though it's differing opinions, that is what causes unity when we take time to listen. Even if we don't agree, that is okay, but let's listen to each other. So I really think that's from God, you guys, of the fact that you're doing that. That's really an answer that needs to be happening right now.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what do you see in the future? Do you think you're going to keep doing this, or are you just letting it go kind of day by day with how long you'll keep? Do you do this every week, or do you post regularly?
Well, we do post a podcast every Thursday.
Oh, wow.
Wow. And then normally we try to keep our short form content pretty regular. And we're thinking of, I'm pretty sure we're keeping on going with this.
Okay.
We were sometimes, thinking of shutting it down because of hate and all these.
Yes.
We've been doxxed a few times.
Yeah.
So it's like a lot of things to handle, especially as just like, a family just trying to, so but we want to keep on going and keep pushing our values.
That's, you know what, guys, I think everyone, all of us in the fight over these years have had the moments of feeling like we're done. We are tired. I know I have felt that way, thinking, oh, you could be doing something so easy. You guys, I mean, with how young you are, you could be doing anything. And the fact that you have stepped into such a hard arena, it just speaks again so much to both of you. And you're truly called. I can just see that so clearly. And no matter what you do going forward, you've made such an impact, and God's hand is on each of you, and your futures are huge. So last, as we get ready to sign off, and I want you to tell everyone how they can find your podcast, but what would you have to speak to your generation, you guys, to the kids your age? What is one thing that you would each want to say to them if someone is finding you for the very first time hearing you today?
I would say, don't always trust what the media has to say. Don't always trust what other people tell you. Do your own research and try to think critically for yourself on what is the best solution.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to share?
Probably think critically and follow Christ throughout your life, because he's going to guide you no matter in your darkest days. So, yeah.
Beautifully said, you guys. And lastly, let everyone know where they can find GSD Nation.
So you can find GSD Nation on X, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and it's all like on it's GSD Nation or at GSD Nation, and then on Instagram it's at my GSD Nation.
And then to see our podcasts, you can also go to any audio platform and search up Programming Lions Podcast, and you will find us there also.
Wonderful. Guys, thank you so much for spending some time with us. And I know I'll see you throughout the next couple days, but God bless both you and everything you and your family are doing.
Thank you.
All right, everybody. That concludes our interviews for today. We're going to have a lot more in the next couple days as Turning Point America Fest continues.